think I have a really old Murktide list. I think I might just, like, see what other people are doing and update the list, and the core of the deck is almost always going to be the same just because all of the good cards are pretty obvious, you know? Well, I was thinking about subtlety. I think it might make sense, actually. Like, one in the sideboard. Maybe two. Sort of into another Blood Moon effect. We could cut 4 DRC 2 iteration to what end? Why would I do that? Seems not very good to do that, personally. I think I'll cut the 3rd relic. Really? Did it really? When did it do that? How recent? I don't really love Relic. I was actually thinking about playing Unlicensed Hearst, except it costs 2, which is kind of a lot in this deck, but... Oh, the Gendrickless? Yeah, I don't know. I kind of would rather play this card opposed to Relic, but it's also really, really... I don't think it's that good. But maybe it's worth trying, you know? I was also thinking about whether you could get away with just playing 4 Charms and 20th land. Yeah, I do bring in Relic in the Mirror. I think it's kind of good, actually. But I think Hearst might be better. Because, like, it doesn't nerf your own graveyard, right? The problem with Hearst is that it costs twice as much, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of complicated. Maybe I'll just try the Hearst. 1 Hearst over 1 Relic. Or I could cut something else. I kind of want to cut Jace, because I kind of hate it. Do you like Flusterstorm in the Mirror? Because I don't. I don't think it's actually good. Like, I think this is a trap card in those mirrors. Yeah, I don't. I don't think I would. I would almost never have it, actually. But it depends on how you think the game's gonna go. What I think will happen if you have Fluster in your deck in the Mirror is that at some point it's gonna go dead because everyone's made a bunch of their land drops. Because people don't even want to make the first move anyways, so then... I think it's, like, pretty awful. Yeah, there are different types of games, but I just think the, like, play a lot of lands out game is more common than the get a huge advantage in a stack battle game. But, I don't know. Your mileage might vary. I also don't even know how many explosives I want to play. I might only play 1. The weird thing about Murktide is I think you're actually soft to Cascade if you don't play a bunch of Flusterstorms / Spell Pierce. So, I don't know. I really want to play the 4th copy of this card, though. I just don't really have room for it. Like, I suppose you could, like, cut this, but I think this is actually pretty important as well. I think just, like, just a good... It's just kind of a good card in the deck. that makes any sense. I haven't played this deck in a long time, though, so I could just be way off on all of my feelings. What is card next to EE? Unlicensed Hearse. I might try it. You think you always lose the 4C? I actually think the secret to the 4C matchup, if you really want to, is to just play a ton of Blood Moons and just protect them. Well, yeah, I think game 1 versus 4C can be tricky. I don't think the post-board games really improve that much for you, that's why. I think if you're just looking to play against 4C, you should just play like 3+ Blood Moon to try to like cheese the win. Well, I think that's also a complicated answer. It depends on how they fetch. Depends if they draw Abundant Growth. It depends on if they draw Boseiju, right? I think that's why it's just so hard to evaluate cards sometimes, because unlike like Legacy Blue-Red basically sees its sideboard cards like almost infinite because all of the cantrips are really powerful. Modern Blue-Red doesn't really do the same. I mean, you see a bunch of cards, but nowhere near as many as the Legacy deck, right? And that actually is the issue, I think. Like, it's really hard to evaluate how good your sideboard cards are, because you don't literally see them every game, is how I would put it. Alright, I think I am going to play a Hearse and a Relic. I think I'm going to cut one EE for the second Relic. I'll play one EE for Rhinos, but I don't really love the card besides that. I don't even really like it that much versus Hammer, even though it does kill, whatchamacallit, Sanctifier Invec, but it kills it at a bad rate. Kind of hate the Rhino matchup. I think it's just really draw dependent. Again, I mean, like, I think the cheap counters are good. That's why I think the Foster plan is kind of a trap. Like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, they just have a bunch of endurances. You just have to save your counterspells for those, I guess. Like, I'm probably just counterspelling endurance post-board. You kind of hate this deck because it's so bad versus endurance? That's kind of valid, I guess. Is there a way to fix it? Not really. Like, you're already playing basically all of the counterspells you can, right? Like, you're playing 7. Like, adding another one doesn't really change the matchup profile playing against an endurance deck. So I think you kind of just have to, like, swallow it. Like, just... It is what it is, right? Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna take the L's to it. Today. Anyways, thanks for everyone being here. Just playing some Modern today again. No. There isn't. If there was, we would be playing it. I mean, do you want to play Aether Gust? It's not really the same thing, but it kind of does the same thing. But yeah, there's no, like, secret boomer card that does what you're describing. Which I guess is kind of surprising in a lot of ways, because you would think there would be, like, a power creep card like that, but there just isn't. Well, Aether Gust is decent in a bunch of matchups, that's why I bring it up. But, yeah, if you don't want to play it, that's fine. I think playing 1 might be reasonable, but Subtlety, I guess, is the other solution I had, but I'm not sure if you actually want to side in Subtlety versus Rhinos. But I guess if you think you have the Rhinos covered, maybe Subtlety is worth it, right? Baleful Stare is not a good card. Baleful Stare is a bad card. Can someone let me know if the deck list is updated on the extension? Oh, it's not Baleful Stare. What the... Is it Withering Gaze? Yeah, I got it. Knocked it out. I played I played a reasonable amount of the 8th edition draft when it was on MTGO. That was like... I played a bunch of that, a bunch of Mirrodin, a bunch of Kamigawa. True, Baleful Stare, Withering Gaze are both bad cards, so it doesn't really matter. For those of you who don't know, this is an anti-green / blue card from 9th edition, actually. I guess it was only printed once. But Baleful Stare was printed twice, both in 7th and 9th. I don't know why they thought this is a good hoser. Like, you don't, like... 2 in a blue, draw a bunch of cards versus mono red is not what you want. The OGs are from Portal, yeah. I kind of like this art better than that art, but... kind of not a great card all around. Alright. Oh, I didn't even pay out the prediction from yesterday. We'll start another prediction for the first match while we wait for the cards from Card Hoarder. Shout out to them. Also, shout out to everyone being here. Check out the links in the stream title. Alright, gonna go to some matches real soon. I didn't win much yesterday on the stream, but hopefully today will go better. No one running away with the trophy lead yet. This person has 4 though. Sight winner. The Twinja has 4 as well. And Keyline has 4. And a bunch of people have 3. And then a bunch of people have 2. We're scared. We're scared. So far, it's an even bet if I will win or not today. So we are 37 followers away from 7,000 Twitch followers. That's kind of exciting, you know? I don't think it matters that much, but it is exciting. Also, can people hear the music okay? Not too loud, not too soft. Just about right. Yeah, watching numbers go up, I think, is why so many people played MMOs. This person was last playing Calibrated Blast. I wonder if they're still playing that deck. I mean, at Ruins makes me feel like Calibrated Blast, but don't want this anyways. Bubble them. Alright. Pretty sure it's Calibrated Blast. I'm just digging for a counterspell as hard as possible. Any counterspells? I'm gonna bobble myself and see if it's there. I don't feel good about this game. What's up, Stunlock? Calibrated Blast, I have no counters in my hand. I think I'm blind draw. I guess they could just not have it. I guess Spell Pierce is a good draw. Though. Calibrated Blast is an instant, right? Can someone remind me? Oh, shit. Okay, well. That's off the table. Now I'm just gonna try to kill my opponent. This is not what I want. Maybe they don't have it, chat. Maybe they don't have it. There. Being at 15 sucks because if they flip either this or Emrakul, I insta-die, so... It would never have it. I got punished because if it was throws, I can spell pierce the card it cascades into. What do you mean I don't always die to one blast? It looks like I always die to one blast. They're all really bad. think I want the relics to cover the flashback on blast. Which sounds funny, but I think it's just correct. Well, that was an uneventful game. Alright. Well, they also had the Gemstone Caverns, which I think speeds them up quite a bit as well, but whatever. I guess it didn't actually matter that game. What actually mattered was the Boseiju. If I see a 1-drop, I'm just gonna take it and play it. What's up, Kane? How are you doing? Want that one? Wait, what? Oh, there was just another bauble, I see. I was so confused for a second. I'm like, why is there a bauble? Right, I don't want to draw that one either. Well, the OG Boseiju has text on it, and I know you know that, so... Kane, I know that feel all too well. I guess you knew I knew. You know I know that feel all too well. Huh. Not bad. Still gonna deploy here. I guess staying above 15 actually is a big deal with this deck, so I probably did throw it in game 1 by shocking too aggressively. Played a turn 3 6-6 flyer with Fluster backup. That's pretty good. These Sunscorched Deserts. That sucks, Colbid. Yeah, apparently people just, like, you play so many lands in the deck, I guess. No, I think I still fetch. I think it's like insane not to fetch right there, because you're going to have to fetch for a double counter turn or something like that. I also think it's like 38 lands. It's like Cascade Swans from Standard. It just plays a shit ton of lands. What's up, XJ? XJ, am I the good guy or the bad guy by playing Izzet Murktide versus Calibrated Blast? It's an important ethical question. Bad guy? What if I got Boseju'd? I feel like the villain? I don't feel like the villain, but whatever. Are they gonna blast me again? Oh, it's flashback. Okay, well, I'll fluster storm it. Didn't realize the flashback was 5. I want to change anything else. Not. This is like kind of shit. This might be worse than just like an extra bolt or even like the hearse to cack the blast, but I don't think cacking the blast actually matters. I'm just gonna put a bolt in my deck instead of Brazen Borrower. Alright, well, this hand's really good. One's going to 5. I think Bolt's better than Hearse, but it is close. What are they fetching now? Is there... What could they fetch for right now? Okay, well... I wasn't really expecting them to do that, I guess, but... Sure. Playing around Stifle in 2022. That's not even legal in this format, though. Right, well, never tapping low again. A good luck opponent. Should I just let them 15 me? Fey Frog for Boseiju who shelters all. I'm not gonna let them 15 me. I think that's just it. That's just asking for trouble. Also, I don't think there's enough blue cards in their deck for them to have Fawn here. Yeah, it's Boseiju. I was referring to Boseiju who shelters all, like a card that these decks have typically, like Show and Tell used to play it in Legacy. There's no Wasteland in the format, so it's like actually safer here, but that's why I brought this in. It's not a good plan. Don't get me wrong. just like, I feel like the red removal is not very good. I don't even think the one bolt's very good, but the other cards are just kind of bad. No, I did not build my sideboard map with this in mind. I think my sideboard's fine. Like, all of the Fluskers and Spell Pierces are good. Like, Mystical Dispute's fine. But it's not like... I mean, if I wanted specific cards for this matchup, I'd probably play, like... I probably would play Force of Negation for this matchup instead. Because exiling it with Fawn is a big deal. Right? So my opponent's on 5 cards this game, so... I'm trying Hearse over the 3rd Relic. I have the Relics in because I think Relicking them, their blast is reasonable, but like tapping 2 mana to play the Hearse is not very reasonable. I also think it's really good in general, Kane. That's why I was like high on it in the Izzet Delver sideboard for Legacy. So that it can't be Power Blasted in the mirrors, which means you're going to run into a lot of trouble if you have it. Or if your opponent has it and you don't have it, it's going to be highly problematic. Like, the Hearse will just mean you don't get to a Sanctuary, you don't get to cast Murktides, like... I think it just makes sense. That's how I would put it. It might actually be worse in Modern than Legacy. It's also really good with Ancient Tomb or City of Traders, and plays well with Chalice of the Void. Yeah, but I'm not really wild about like having Hearse in versus Ren and 6 decks. Like, it's... especially as this deck. It's okay. So my opponent appears to be like rage quitting. I don't know. Like, it's been 4 minutes since I've cast Counterspell, so... What do you think the most natural home for Hearse is in Modern? I'm kind of curious. Disconnected. Do you think they will reconnect? Seasoned Pyro? That's interesting. Well, they just disconnected, so that explains the time difference to some degree. But we'll see if they come back. Well, I don't know for sure. It does look to me like they might be kind of annoyed that they went to 5 and their thing got counterspelled. But who can say? Well, chat. While we're waiting for this match to end, anyone have any other questions? Oh, I didn't get a response on the music volume check. Is it good? Is it too loud? Is it too soft? This is the first match, Dragon Loots. How was my day? It was fine. I had a bunch of work to catch up on because I took Thursday, Friday, Monday off for SCG Pit. Well, I took yesterday off because I knew I'd be exhausted. Is the Colette's conjecture true? Maybe. Is the bird the word in New Capenna? Yes. I don't even know which bird you're referring to, but I'll just say yes in the dark. Although I'm kind of partial to the raccoons in New Capenna. Good answer. I try my best just for you, Kane, to provide good answers, good magic. Any opinions on what's good in SNC Limited. I've had reasonable success just drafting 2/2.5 color like low curve aggro decks. You can either be like white blue, green white, red black, or red green, and you can just touch a third color, like a very small amount of a third color, like for a powerful card. Like in the Team Sealed event on Saturday, we had red-black with a touch of green for Jund Dragon. We had blue-white with a touch of green for some good band cards, and we had blue-black for a touch of red for some good Grixis cards. And obviously Team Sealed is different from Draft. Like, I think Team Sealed decks tend to be more powerful than Draft decks, actually, on average. So, like, some of that stuff I think is going to port over pretty easily. Obviously not all of it, because sometimes in Draft you can get an insane number of commons that you can't get in, like, Team Sealed. Like, day one I saw some screenshots of, like, 5 Jewel Thief / 5 Inspiring Overseer Draft decks. And that shit, like, that shit didn't last very long. Like, I think that's just some day one shit that can happen. Alright, it does look like my opponent rage quit. Gathering Throng? Oh yeah, our teammate in the white-green / blue deck had 4 Gathering Throngs. And I think it was just correct for him to play all 4 because we also had Take to the Streets, which is like the white-green overrun. Oh yeah, I spent a lot of time watching his games, and there would always just be 3 Throngs in play. Or, like, in the graveyard, or in his hand, you know? Like, it would be somewhere. Alright, we have, like, 2 more minutes until the opponent times out. Well, my opponent, it kind of looks like that they rage quit. I'm not gonna, like, call it for sure. Maybe their internet did go out. But we have won infinitely more matches today than I did yesterday. I was literally 0-3 in the prelim yesterday trying to get, like, QPs. Instead, I won no matches with Jund Death's Shadow. Very normal 2-1. Pretty much, yeah. This is actually, like, kind of normal. New prediction up for match number 2. Again, thanks for everyone being here. Check for those Twitch Prime subs. Use those Bezo bucks here. This is a pretty good hand, though. I have no, like, 2-minute interaction, but... Yeah, I went 0-3, though. I didn't win. I went 0-3, Kane. I mean, like... I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I won. I literally went 0-3. I lost round 1 to Bant Yorion. Like, and I lost round 2 to... Blue-White... as Yorion Flicker. And then round 3, I lost to BTL Scapeshift. Oh, well, I dropped at 0-3, so I didn't even get a bye round 4. I just literally wasn't in the thing. Okay, well, my hand's really good versus Devoted Druid, actually. Do I kill it now? I'd probably just leave up Counterspell. When I played Devoted Druid in the past, I really hated playing against really interactive decks. Because, like, it's just easy for all of your shit to die and then your deck doesn't do anything. Was my experience before. Okay. What is this? Oh, can't say I expected that. I guess this is a punish for... Do I even want to counterspell that? Not particularly. I'll just use my turn casting both my removal spells, actually. I did not expect Grixis right there, I'm not gonna lie. Pinpoint removal. Get out. Yeah, I actually wanted that one. Get out. I mean, I guess they might have Leyline in their deck. I think it's just a Devoted Druid deck. I don't think you can necessarily say it's Devotion. Okay, I guess you can say it's Devotion. I even care. Oh. No, I think this means Devotion, actually. Okay. Don't really want to tap out, so I'm just going to mill it to get Turbo Delirium. It's Luxior, I believe, right? For 5. I think I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna do this and just hit them. I'm gonna just ignore that. Another Grixis. Huh, weird. Alright, well. Don't need more of those. Guess I will attack them first. Pretty sure this card's bad in my deck. I guess it's good with Murktide, but like whatever. I'm not going to burn my... I guess I will cast this first. 2, 3. Is this worth it? Don't think so. Well, maybe it is. Actually, just insurance for Devoted Druid, I guess, is kind of nice to have. Do I even care about the Hura? I'm not sure. Do you think they can kill me next turn if I tap out? I don't think they can. Play Merc, kill Hura. Yeah, actually, I think that's good. Actually, I think this is right. That's bad. I'm not gonna play the Luxior, I don't need it. I mean, I could have XJ, but I didn't. You can call me lame if you want. Probably will anyways. It certainly looks like Devotion. What's the command? Leagues are noise? I forgot what I named the command. Alright, well, you're dead, opponent. Okay. And I'm lame, but not because of that decision. Okay. Well, Fury seems good. These seem okay. Subtlety seems actually pretty good. I think Borrower is like really mediocre. Really like Spell Pierce either. I think I might play these because of Nykthos, but I'm not sure. Should I just put them in because of Nykthos? Chat? Seems kind of shit, actually. I might do it on the play, but not on the draw. I wonder if EE... Maybe? No. Alright, I think I'm just gonna play it like this. Yeah, that's the conclusion I came to. I think Fury versus the Mana Dorks is so important. I was forced to submit 62, probably. I guess this is like a reluctant keep, but obviously I could lose with this hand. Because I have no removal, but I'm gonna keep. I do get to see like 3 cards by turn 2 or some nonsense, you know? It's just abundant growth. Okay, that's a good draw. So I'm just kind of afraid of just having no interaction for like Devoted Druid. Well, just gonna kill the Druid. They had Arbor Elf that I saw from Bauble, right? Where they drew it on the turn where they wanted to play Devoted Druid, so it's kind of awkward. Yeah, no, I saw it off Bauble. If I knew they were playing Saga, that also makes the Blood Moons a little bit better. But, whatever. It's okay. Okay. So I'm gonna just use my turn looking for removal. That counts. Also, if I knew... I should have had Dress Down in, actually, because of Grixis. Well, maybe not. I'm not sure. But Grixis does seem more appealing when I know they have Saga and... Or Dress Down seems more appealing when I know they have Grixis and... Yeah, but you kill the Grixis, right? Maybe I shouldn't just not even let it get to that point. Maybe that's just a trap. But between Saga and that, it's a little bit more appealing, right? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. I know it doesn't kill Grixis already in play. Oh, Death Faust. An interesting name. Oh, Garrick. That's a throwback. Doesn't do anything, but it is a throwback. I mean, they're at 9, so if they make a beast, I just bolt it. If they play something else, I'll just bolt that. Oh. Huh. Didn't consider this. If I bolt that, goes down to 1 counter. Guess it doesn't matter. If I hit Delirium, no matter what, it's probably worth it. Oh, wait, I should just bolt their face. Yeah, never mind. Yes, no, it's definitely better to bolt their face. I guess that's also good. Should have cast Fury first. Just attacked, but that works. Alright, easily 2-0. Just clicking buttons. Just clicking buttons. Alright, I'm gonna start a prediction for the 3rd round. Real quick. Again, thanks for everyone being here. Appreciate you all. A little sleepy today. Well, didn't matter. I guess it could have mattered. The reason I saved Fury is if they had run afoul for my Murktide, I wanted to keep it so I could Fury the Garrick, but it kind of didn't matter what I did. I think keeping it is defensible, and also not keeping it is also defensible, but in the end, it doesn't even mattress. Couldn't share less. Alright, get your predictions in for the 3rd match. Two relatively straightforward matches so far. Alright, Panda Tomek. I will not keep this hand. I will keep this hand. That one. No. 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 Fuck. Alright. I actually will offer the trade because of Pure Snow Paladin. I hate it here. Real deck. Exactly, real deck. Alright. Oh. Literally have no options. And I think giving them a card is maniacal, so... Of course, if they hammer me next turn, it's bad. Then I'll have to draw exactly Archmage's Charm to get out of it, but... Alright, well, that is bad. I am basically dead. It was not particularly close at any point. Alright. Alright, tough opponent. My opponent's real tough. Shit. Archmage's Charm, chat. Archmage's Charm! I got pummeled. I mean, I'm 1-6 and they kept 7s, and their hand was pretty good, so hard to be upset about that one. I don't really like Counterspell versus them. I think it's actually kind of awful. It's especially bad versus Esper Sentinel. But I also don't like Ragavan either. It's kind of a weird dilemma. I don't remember what I was doing before. I'll shave one Counterspell then, yeah. I'm wondering if I want the Subtlety or not. You like Spell Pierce? Maybe just 1 minute interaction is kind of good. I guess Spell Pierce is a lot better versus like Blacksmith skill as well. Smith. Alright. I mean, this is not the most exciting hand, but I did board out a bunch of 1-drops, so you're kind of priced into keeping these hands once you've gone this route. That's a fun card to draw, actually. Well, Spell Pierce is not good in Legacy, so... It's like okay, I guess, but it's not good. I will Spell Pierce that. It's good in Standard? Huh, interesting. Not have guessed that. More hats. This Legacy is more fake than it's ever been, I suppose. No longer want my card on top. It's sort of problematic. Alright, I think I'm just gonna tap out for Murktide this turn. Exactly, that was my conclusion. Whoops. That was my exact conclusion, Kane. Because if I don't do it, it's just gonna be too problematic. No, I think passing to dress down is just... You're gonna lose slower if you do that instead of having a shot of winning. Kramer. I think that's what happens. I think that's actually good. Why Pierces? Because they have Sigarda's Aid. Azax, if you let it go, they just leave it up. And then it's going to be really, really annoying. I actually think it's really good to Pierce it there. I guess that... Wait. Maybe that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm just going nuts. Oh, they got Sophie? What? Alright, chat. Question about Sophie. Okay, whatever. I think this removes... I'm not sure if it actually removes the abilities I want to remove, but... Okay, cool. That was my question, and yes, that was my actual question. Okay. Wait, I thought he removes it. Oh, that's on the Sophie. Oh, never mind. I was confused by what you all said. Okay, whatever. I guess that's on me. I thought it wasn't going to have that ability. I definitely should have blocked then. That was not good. the way you all said it, I thought the sword just wasn't going to trigger. But apparently I was not correct. I would have blocked. Like, it just makes no sense not to block then, right? Wait, did I just miss lethal? Fuck, I did. Oh my god. I'm just losing it now. I should have dressed down and unholy that. And just attacked with both for 8. Alright, whatever. The brain's going nuts. I am off the rails because I'm so mad that I didn't block the first time. Like, I definitely should have just blocked the first time. Whatever. It'll be fine. I'm doing this first to see if they have a hammer. Alright. Guess I'm blocking. Makes me regret not killing them last turn. Yes, the Landstay Mountains. Alright, my opponent conceded, even though the Nexus was going to be able to block. So that was an early concession. Draw. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I would have bricked. They should not have conceded. I believe Humility, Painter, Servant works the exact same way. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Oko versus Trido, Lazen Grove. Well, fuck Oko. None of our homies like Oko. Is Spell Pierce better than Counterspell in this matchup? You're a moderate Oko apologist? Oh, Kane. I don't know what to think anymore. At least Oko made mid-range good. Copium? Great. Great. Oh, I agree that Uro was worse gameplay for sure, but the problem with Oko gameplay is you could quick buttons and mostly win anyways, so it's kind of just not great. Also, I think these hands are way better versus Hammer than, like, the creature-heavy hands, obviously. Like, you know, you just want to trade with all their stuff and then use Iteration or Charm or something to pull ahead. Well... see what they do. This is why I play this untapped, so I could pierce that. Obviously I'm giving them a card back, but... gonna kill it now. I think they're so unlikely to have a chain of spells that actually ruins me. I think they're just gonna activate Saga twice now, because that's like the best way to get out of a mulligan. You might as well just main phase that to play around Blacksmith skill. Like, this is just such a predictable outcome because this is such a natural way to play the deck. Oh, they do have Memnite in their deck. I'm gonna see if I need to... Okay, I think I probably should keep up. No. Down, take a bunch of damage. I wish we weren't discussing this anymore. But I guess I had this coming. I don't know. That was thankfully a better order for me. Thinking, is there a way for me to die next turn if I iteration into dress down on my end step? Or am I supposed to just leave up the Archmage's Charm? I'm probably supposed to just leave up the Archmage's Charm, right? Like, I could iteration, put a card into my hand, put dress down in my exile, and step play it, but I think it's just better to play the Charm, right? Or leave up the Charm, because they only have one card. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So, if I played... So we respect Blacksmith skill. Whatever. I don't think I'm going to, but see, there's merit to respecting Blacksmith skill. I mean, I just don't... I'm not sure... It's fine. So... At the very least... Okay, it's Sophie. It's gonna probably target that. And then I'll do this, and they'll be really sad. I don't need this anymore, I think. Don't need that. Looking for a removal spell. Any will do. Does that do it? Not actually, but I guess it's kind of a good insurance policy. I guess they'll just have no board. Like, the charm was just insane that game. Alright, I have the opposite record from yesterday. I have 3-0 today from 0-3 yesterday. Again, thanks for everyone being here. I'm going to start prediction for the 4th match. If you're new to the stream, double thanks to you. We are at 6,967 followers. 2 more followers to 6,969 followers. Thoughts on blue white in this format? I don't know. Probably reasonable. Ledger and Merc? I could see playing one. I probably wouldn't play more than one. Thing is, the deck is really tight as it is. Thoughts on thoughts? Depends on the day. Sometimes I have some, sometimes I don't. We are at 6,969 followers now, so nice. Doubly nice. Cutting a Pierce and a Heat? Isn't Blue-White Murktide's worst matchup? I don't think so. I'm trying to think of what the worst matchup is, though, so I don't know. Maybe I just cannot think of a worse matchup. I think, if anything, I would rather cut a Lightning Bolt than an Unholy Heat first, which is weird to say, but I think just Unholy Heat is better in this deck. It's just a one-mana Terminate. Yeah, I'm not surprised Spike was trying all of the new cards. You can cut one Archmage's Charm as well. Like, you can cut a Charm, an Unholy Heat, and a Brazen Borrower, and a Spell Pierce. But the thing is, like, those are actually useful cards. You know? Like, those are low mana cost cards. Okay. Kane, in that case, for the next week, I will get 2 Ledgers into the deck. To try on merit. I will play a few matches of the next week for sure. Also, probably should get some no-betters. The odds are really good. There's 3,159 channel points on yes, so no-bets are kind of a good bet. Best card in the set? Yeah, I think Obnixilis is much worse than that card, if I had to guess. Obnixilis is kind of just like... I think it's a good card, but you can't just jam it into every deck. I suppose you can't just jam this one into every deck either. Really? An Illuminator Virtuoso? That's for the Runes deck, right? I assume you play that in Runes. Yeah, that's the type of card that could be really, really good, actually. This is pretty good. My phone playing? We were last playing Just Guy Prowess. Whoa. That was a while ago. This hand's pretty good, though, so I'm never gonna mulligan. I did spoil the plan. Connive is just good, I think. That's how I would put it. Prowess one trick. I don't love this deck's Prowess matchup. Okay, that's fine. If they're just bolting... If it was a Lava Dart, I would kind of hate it, but it's not a Lava Dart. Just gonna let my thing die and draw the charm. Are we sure it's Prowess? Kind of looks like a mirror. Gonna sneak in, fetching steam vents here. It's gonna work out way better for me if it's a Murktide. Which it does look like it is. Playing Murktide Mirrors with no days involved is a much different experience. Like, this is just so much safer. Describing iteration as a cantrip is defamatory. Is it actually defaming the card, or is it slander? Well, I'm gonna cast these things, and my opponent's mostly dead. I'm gonna sandbag this. There's no reason to play it out because it's just like a free like a free repulse for a creature if they play Murktide again. All right, they just conceded. It definitely looks like Izzet Murktide Mirror instead of Prowess, right? I don't care. You probably don't play enough lands in your deck. Why is Hearst good? Because it exiles your opponent's graveyard. See, I do like Spell Pierce. I don't like Cluster. So maybe they're just the same card. Maybe it's crazy for me not to like Cluster if I like Spell Pierce, right? I'm trying to remember what I was cutting before. Might have just been shaving around the edges, actually. I think is what I was doing. This might be crazy. Cut all your counter spells? Do you leave Charm then? So one thing about Hearse is it doesn't exile your own graveyard, which is relevant for your Murktides. That's why I want to try it. Sometimes. Also, it targets, so you can always get the cards you want to get out. Maybe I'll cut, like... I understand what you're saying, yeah. Maybe the Jace sucks. I'm not gonna have the Jason. I'll have one Spell Piercing to keep them honest. I also like Unlicensed Hearse in the Legacy Blue-Red Delver deck, and I'm much more confident about that one. Like, a lot more confident that it's good. Here I'm less confident, but I still believe it's good, you know? Cluster's probably better than Pierce. What if they tap out for Jace? I don't think I want this. I don't think that's a good card to draw. Is that a good card to draw? I think that's a good card to draw, actually. So I think I'm going to show you all the power of Hearse right here, depending on what they do. Like, I'm just going to play DRC, play Hearse, and exile 2 of cards from their graveyard, you know? And then, like, it's going to be impossible for them to get Delirium or, like, do anything really meaningful. Yeah, well, that's kind of obnoxious. But I think I can take this turn off to do what I described. Oh, maybe I just do that instead. I'm a coward. I just, like, main phase the Bolt because I didn't want to, like, get counterspelled and buried. But obviously you could make merit for doing that. Could also make merit for just casting the DRC and doing that, but I think that's just not very good to do. think if I just cast all of these in a row, I'm gonna be pretty heavily favored. But here I can use that one first. Like, how do they ever beat this? I just don't think they can. Like, none of their cards do anything. And I'll eventually draw lands, so I can just leave up both. I don't care. Doesn't feel like it. I will use my mana, though. Yeah, someone was asking about the hearse, and I think this game, it was just so much better than Relic, right? My Snapcaster. Alright. Some people play like one Snapcaster in this deck. I truly think you shouldn't do that, but... just gonna counter it. Just need to use my mana. Of course they can counter back, that's fine. Fine. I think that's a good card, actually. There's just like a free repulse as well, or a free unsummon. Well, not free, but like they can't really interact with that unsummon, so I think you should just leave it. They got a Tarn. There's still one short from Murktide, which is good for me. Oh, it looks like Archmage's Charm stealing my DRC, that's fine. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I want to play this out is the question. Probably not. I think I'll probably just spend this turn bolting that. They'll play a Murktide. Like a small one, and that's fine. I guess I'll just take the damage first, though. I don't think 2 points matters. Whoops. Because yeah, I think I slightly fucked it up, but I think it'll be fine, most likely. no rule that says monkeys can't drive a car. True. There is no rule that says that. I can replay it, but they have to tap all of their lands. It'll be a 4/4. So if I draw another creature off of my islets, it's kind of good for me. Fine. Maybe I should just draw 2 off of this. Be better. It's kind of problematic. I'm gonna lose like this? Be not great. Maybe I fucked this game up by not charming the Murktide the first time, actually. See what happens. Oh! Ah, fuck, I can't do that. Ah, fuck. I killed myself! Ah, they might not even had it. Oh, God. I know, they were bad draws, but I should have just charmed the Murktide the first time I could. But I actually punted pretty bad. Ugh. I punted there, and then I punted by using it on them the last second. Should have just not done that. Alright, sorry. Well, sounds pretty good, so. It's possible I could have just started attacking with the hearse earlier, which might have also been better. But I wanted to get it out of, I don't know, like double bolt range or something weird like that. I have a Ragavan on top. It will have a dead Ragavan. Nope. I will have a dead thing instead. They can play a Merc, but it's not even that big, so it's fine. Excellent. Excellent. So, I'm pretty sure they don't have a counterspell. Because if they did, they would use on one of this. Obviously, I have to take a 2-drop and I'll land. The question is, which 2-drop do I take? I think it's actually better to take Murktide here. It'll be... I'll delve these 4, so it'll be 7/7, so it survives on Holy Heat. But I just wanted to think it all the way through this time instead of just clicking a button. Oh, actually it'll be 8/8. Miscounted. Maybe I was supposed to leave one more type in the yard. But their Murktide can't even outsize mine, so this is probably fine. It's possibly should have just left one type in the yard, though. Still main phase sack, just in case. That's a good one. Thing counterspell. It's fine. Okay. Could have waited until my turn to play around Fluster, I guess, but whatever. Alright, got it. What's in their hand? I don't know. There's probably one Murktide, it just was never very big. So casting a Murktide doesn't do that much, right? If you play a small Murktide onto that board, it doesn't really get you anywhere. Alright, chat, we're playing for the trophy. Can we get some hype in some chat? Can we get some follows, some subs? Some Bezobuck subs? I'm gonna start a quick prediction for the trophy match. Gonna get some water, but let's get some hype in chat. Some Jarvis claps. I'm gonna get some water, be right back for match number 5. Alright, I'm back. Now we lose for Tron? I think this deck is actually good versus Tron, so I don't know about that. Like, I'm a deck with a bunch of 1-drops, a bunch of counters, and even Blood Moons in the sideboard versus Tron. Like, I agree that, like, Solar Blue decks can struggle versus Tron sometimes, but I kind of think the opposite is true. Here. Alright. Let's get some hype, chat! I don't know, Bad Tech Guy Job. I don't know. I really just don't know. That's my honest answer. Yeah, Relic of Progenitus is a good card versus deck. That is true. Like, in a lot of the games where you get Relicked, same for, like, the Legacy deck, it can be hard to actually have meaningful development. Blue Light with Chalice, Rip, Fairy Solitude? I don't know, maybe. It's hard to judge. Oh, it's Doomlake. Alright, chat, if you want to see the other side, I'm pretty sure Doomlake is streaming. He's still playing Tamishi Bloom? He is, in fact, streaming, so you can go check out the match on the other side if you want to watch both sides. I will not be ghosting, because that is not something to do. It's not good. Let's see what he's up to. Dramatic ending. Alright. Still could be Tamishi. I don't know for sure. Tamishi, Alice. I don't like that. Copium? I don't even know what that means. Guess it could mean literally anything. Fuck does copium.deck mean? I don't know what's going on here yet. There you go. I don't want to play this yet because the mana thresholds don't... I'm probably going to use all 3 of these cards this turn. Or at least 2 of them. I guess it could be Hardened Scales or something weird. But I feel like it's Devoted Druid. I mean, maybe I'll find out, maybe I won't. Does have the look about it that I'm just gonna have to give him 2 cards for the constructs, though. Okay. Sure. Wait. I can control Z. Whoops. No, but that is how I want to do it. I'll just take the shields down for this turn, that's fine. That ended up fine, I guess. I don't know what's going on here. Kind of looks like my opponent has played a bunch of lands for his magic ending, and this gets Dried Arbor. Interesting. I do like this card. I think it is potentially... Oh. This was unexpected. The cookbook? Yeah. Alright. Let's see. This is not so easy. We want Borrower and Ragavan, essentially. So if I Borrower, play Ragavan, no. Well, maybe it is just Borrower plus Ragavan, see what they do on the upcoming turn cycle. That was a complicated one. Like, I'm not sure what I should have done right there. Yeah, that's what I ended up deciding on doing. So it depends a lot on what he casts right here. Okay. Is it generally a relief? I don't think it's a relief on this board state. Like, here it's kind of terrifying, honestly. And I can force the trade pretty easily, and then I can play another one. I don't really know what's going on over there, but... I hope they don't have another run 6 or some kind of bullshit. Fuck. Why are there so many of these fucking things? Oh my god. Oh, that's a real card. Remember when they like soul guided me to play around this? And like 5 turns went by and I still have an 8-8. Kind of funny to think about. This card is cool though. I really like it. I'm glad that someone's trying something goofy with it. Red, green, white get a 3-1 and a 3-3 that has text is like a pretty strong rate. Now he's deep in the tank, but I think he has a difficult decision here. There's Naya Saga with Asmo Cookbook. Oh, cool, bitch. Let's not tear down other streamers here. Yes, exactly what Kane said. Okay. This is problematic. Alright. I think I have to do this in response. Otherwise, my Murktide dies immediately. Oh, this doesn't work. I should have done this with the first... Okay, I fucked it up. I needed to do it with the first activation on the stack. Okay, I actually fucked it up. And now they can just... Alright, I'm fucking dead now. Oh, God. Fucked it up. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably dead now. Alright. That was bad. Fuck. Played that really bad right there. I should have just thought more. Okay, as Ragavan. Probably still good enough to have. But how much removal do I actually want? The other question. Maybe I don't want this. Maybe I don't want the bolts. Transfer's a little sus. Maybe I just cut these. Lantern? Not good. I don't think, like, I think the fact of the matter is I don't think you have any good matchups in the format if you play Lantern. Like, I don't know what you're trying to accomplish by playing the deck. It's sad because that was, like... Yeah, DMK, I had to wait for the first or second activation. I still think I was going to lose based on me drawing not great, but it would have given me a much better shot instead of, like, it instantly dying. I basically fucked it up, like, pretty hardcore, but that's okay. I learned my lesson. I just needed to think harder. I always need to think harder. That's the answer. Just yeah, that is a major issue. Is bridge is a lot easier to kill than it used to be. Like prismatic ending for 3 is so common. Prismatic ending was not designed for BO1. Because that wasn't an arena set. It just kind of was designed. I can't believe I fucking threw it, but I still think I was gonna lose. Still think I was gonna lose, but alright, yeah. That's actually really good. Yeah, it was at PAX East, I believe. Well, I don't have any lands, so right, I'm fucking dead again. It's kind of a frustrating way to go. There you go. Hope to draw something good. Wait, what? Okay. Hopium becoming Hopium? I'm not dead yet. Or are you referring to my Hopium? I'm not sure whose Hopium you're referring to here, actually. Maybe I should have just played this, actually. Why didn't I play it? I should have played this. I don't know what I was thinking. Now, like... Well, I guess I'll see what they go get, but... Oh, I know what I was thinking, but it didn't make any sense. I was actually thinking what was going to happen was... I was going to be able to Unholy Heat the Ren this turn, that's why. But that doesn't really work. So another goof up. I don't think they have more than one Soul Guide, but I could, if I main phase Address Down, I don't get the constructs. Okay, I guess they have multiple Soul Guides. Sucks. If I main phase Address Down, they just don't activate. Wars fan. No, if you main phase it, they just let the Dress Down die, then activate Ors Fan. I really don't know what your plan is. It doesn't work. That's why I didn't do it. I played really bad this match. I'm gonna lose because of it. Well, I actually don't think I could have won the first game, but this game I could have done things differently. Although missing land drops obviously didn't help. I want Magus. No. What's up, X-Whale? I'm playing badly and losing because of it. I hope you're having a good one, though. How many fucking Soul Guides are in their deck? Holy shit. I just haven't had a good window to play this, and now it's gonna be an issue. Maybe they'll wait for me to attack. Oh. Guess they're not going to. I'm getting a full-on pummeling. Alright. I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I have... Okay, well... I never had good times to cast these. Alright. Frustrating way to go, but, you know, it happens. Rocco's Modern Life. That's a good name for a deck. Alright, chat. I'm I'm gonna make a few changes to the deck, but I need a few minutes before making the changes and starting a new league. So I'm gonna run a quick ad. I'll be right back in a few. But again, thanks for everyone being here. And really, really consider supporting the stream with those Twitch Prime subs. I'll be right back in a few minutes. Alright, chat. I'm back. What was the card in question? This was it? Jason, I like this. I like this because it reminds me of 4th edition, which is when I really started. Also, I like the Chinese black bordered ones I have, so the masks one I also like, but this is why I use it. So, right. I'm gonna just sneak in 2 of these. I mean, I don't... Don't take this the wrong way. I don't care if you don't think it's not fundamentally great art. What should I cut? Also, actually, something I realized is this makes Mishra's Bubble a lot better. Alright, I'm gonna cut one lightning bolt, which is kind of blasphemous, but... Okay. Maybe I'll cut one charm. I agree, nothing really matters. But think about it this way, Jason. You come into the chat, and then you just say, I don't like the counterspell art you're using to the streamer. So think about that. Think about how it makes the streamer feel. And if you think I'm just a robot who has no feelings, well, then you're wrong. Not cutting... I've decided I'm not cutting bolt. I'm gonna cut the third charm. Would a robot pay for your dinner, Azax? Alright, I think I'm going to cut a relic. Alright, I'm gonna go get 2 Ledger Shredders from Card Hoarder. Shout out to them for sponsoring the stream. Ledger Shredder. Wait, why is it 5.43 tickets now? This is the boat on specking on this, I guess. Thoughts on Shredder? I'm trying it now, so I have no thoughts, but Kane said it was good. So, and I trust Kane, because, like, I know Kane plays a lot of Magic and thinks about Magic a lot, so there's no reason for me not to trust Kane, you know? We got the Shredders. Alright, I think I have until about 9, so I have time for a few matches. I'm gonna just rename it, because this is a hack to make sure you don't submit the wrong deck. You just make another file and rename it slightly. Porch. Can someone let me know if the deck list is updated? Also, new prediction up for the next match. First match of the new league. Let's join the league. Also, you all have to read what XJ Cloud wrote. That was very funny to me. Everyone sub, or I'll come to your house and break your kneecaps with a baseball bat. I'm not gonna do that, but XJ Cloud was on a rampage with baseball bats. Yikes. I think this is not a keep. On 6, this is a reluctant keep, and I'm just gonna bottom that. I don't think this is like, you could debate whether you should mulligan this hand too. Okay, well, not get my consider counterspelled. What if I lose? Red source is good. I think this is manageable. It's only a 5/5, so... I mean, I could have played 6/6, but it dies on Holy Heat, so I wanted to wait one turn, if possible. Might end up regretting that, actually, but... These are the same. Yeah, maybe I should have just played the Merc and just, like, taken all my L's to... whatever. Right, yeah. Kind of end up having to play it anyways, so... I should have played it last turn. I'm pretty sure that's gonna get me killed. Oh. This is my own fault. God. What's wrong with me? Actually, I think the reason Counterspell sucks in these mirrors is that it's really clunky, but you also can't get ahead on it with card parity, whereas at least this can, like, get you 2 cards. So I think that actually does make sense to side out Counterspell. Trying to hit Brazen Borrower from their deck. Well, I definitely threw it right there. I should have just played the Murktide that one turn. I don't really like Fury in these mirrors. I don't think it does much. I don't think you need more threats. Okay, I'm gonna controversially cut a bauble. Don't try this at home, kids. Reluctant Keep. I actually think this hand's not that great, but I think it's also sort of crazy to mulligan this hand. I mean, I would be a lot happier if I actually had, like, an iteration in it or something like that. Right. I guess it's getting better. I think I have to mill it here. I don't think it's actually good here. Just kind of sad. My opponent milled a land. Probably means they have a bunch of lands rolled up. Doesn't look like they sided in Blood Moon. You can tell because they only have fetched Steam Vents. I'm not gonna pull the trigger on this yet. Okay. I don't really think that's a good use of that card. I don't know why he got bolted right there. I mean, I know why, but I don't think this is a good idea. Is what I'm actually saying. Maybe the hand 6 more bolts? I guess that's possible and I didn't consider it. Seems also highly unlikely. Hasn't been unproven yet. Or what's in 2 cheaty faces? I see. So I actually am going to counterspell it with Archmage Charm with the expectation they will counterspell back. And then I'll just untap, fill it with... What actually got Upsell? So it's only a 5/5, so... I think this just makes sense. I expect a counterspell here like 100% of the time. Okay, that's worse for me. I'm actually gonna say... They've used Dispute instead last turn. I'm suspicious that they left up exactly 1. But my hand doesn't really go anywhere, so I think I should just fire. Fuck, I knew it! Sad. But I actually think jamming's correct. It's possible that they just had a second spell pierce or something like that. And yeah, this is kind of... Yeah. Well, verse specifically Dispute, I could wait one turn, it would be a lot better for me, but I think they just... The range just opens up so much more if you let it go for another turn that, like, it doesn't end up well for you. So I have to give them another 2 for 1, unfortunately. Wait, it doesn't even work anymore. Never mind. My Ottawa is in play, so... It sucks. I'm just... I don't know. Like, I knew this was a risk when I kept opening hand. Their hand was also all red removal, except they had 2 Murktides and an iteration. Yo, Fire Hellkite, you're the first sub of today. Thanks. Let me know if I should open a chest. And let's get some Jarvis claps in chat for Fire Hellkite. I will after this match, which I believe will be ending very soon. That emote is sick, yeah. My first fetch land of the game. I literally didn't have, like, a fetch at any point. Let's see if they'll, like, burn a counterspell on it. Alright, I can't do anything. Okay, I lose. Sad. We'll open a quick chest for Fire Hellkite once I get to the right window. Show me windows. Simic Skyscaler, a classic of that limited format / block constructed. Team block constructed format was that format. And Conquering Manticore and 5 play points. Alright. Starting prediction for the second match, and we'll play it. So far, Ledger Shredder sucks. AKA, I mean, I didn't draw... Well, I kind of just died, I guess. Not sure if we can actually blame the Shredder, but... I mean, I could have jammed Murktide on that one turn in game 1, and I'm pretty sure I was supposed to in retrospect, so that was a major mistake. Filthy animal and Happy New Year. It's so funny that they use that sound clip from Home Alone. Alright, well, this hand's decent, so it's just missing a red removal spell. Did I find the Murktide bracket? Question mark? This soundtrack is a banger. We'll both say that. I'm just taking max damage because I I actually do need 2 red sources for my shit. So let this Prevail resolve and the consider resolve as well before I do anything hasty. Not a bobble. They milled a Murktide. Kind of think that means they don't have a lot of lands, probably. I will also mill Murktide because I think the second Murktide is much worse than the first, given this hand. By the way, get your bets in on the prediction if you want to. You can bet yes, you can bet no. You can even say it so. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Battletoads! My love is a hard taco? What? I've never heard that one. Your love is a hard taco. I really have never heard that one before. Like they have Merc now. I'm focusing on a match right now. Tell you the truth, I'd rather just drop it. Don't want to draw that though. That's also a bad draw. Counterspell was pretty obvious when they waited for 4 mana to do both of their things. But I can't... If I tap out from Murktide on my turn, it's worse than trying to overload their mana on their turn. I have to use Bolt here, it's kind of nice. Of course, if they have another counterspell, I'm dead, but... It's gonna Sago now. If you play the iteration now, it's a spew. Maybe I was supposed to just iterate and... I don't know. There's a lot of issues with this plan. I'm not gonna say all of them. Or at least I'm not gonna say any of them out loud. Okay. Second, Murktide was definitely one of the issues with this plan. But whatever. It is what it is. So it means I have to block with the first one and bolt. Fortunately, that's kind of a puny one, thankfully. They only have one card, so actually if I manage to stabilize, it might be okay. Alright, I know they're top decking island, so I kind of feel okay about my shot. They don't have Delirium either, so that's a good draw. There's a small bluffing element that happens in these games, Armath. That's what happens. Just a small one, though. They played Rainforest instead of the island I know about. That's interesting. I'm just gonna kill this. I know about Island, and they have one unknown card. Obviously, they might fetch first, but kind of irrelevant. Basically, just want to cycle my Bauble anyways. Okay. Guess I know they're gonna draw that card then. They drew Bauble. They can Bauble themselves with the fetch, which they probably should. Or they can not do that. Looks like I'm just gonna squeak out this one barely. It's a good draw too. Oh, I guess he didn't want to fetch because it cuts a turn off the clock. That actually makes sense. Yeah, so they have an extra draw step this way by not fetching. I think it's slightly better to counterspell with that than not to do so. Because the issue is if they have... They waited for me. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna bobble myself. Well, I certainly don't want to draw that one. Been through 3 iterations, though. That's kind of problematic. And this is my last lightning bolt, so burning them out can't happen. Okay, well, that is a good draw. I've already... This was my second spell, so it didn't trigger. But obviously it might now. Look at that. Nice. Nice. I think I'm just gonna aggressively knife. A little bit dangerous versus a Murktide, but soon a Murktide will outgrow that. Anyways, okay. Also, Ledger's Shredder has the exact perfect stats to block Ragavan, which is kind of funny. 1/3 is the perfect size, but... No! I'm doing that. I think they just have a dead card in hand for sure. I've used all my bolts though, so they know they don't have to be scared of that. No! Fuck! Bad. Everything ended poorly. Chat. I have a really shitty plan, chat. Don't judge me. Alright, well, didn't really pay off, but whatever. I mean, I've looted 2 lands away, but... I'm just gonna steal it during their upkeep and hope they don't draw a Murktide or something. They have 3 Murktides gone though, so... If they don't have anything here, they die, so... Alright. Might as well play around removal by dashing and hoping that something good happens. Alright, that was a tense one. Holy shit. I did loot away like 3 lands to that Ledger Shredder, so I guess it was decent there. I'm not actually sure it's that good. But it was fine that game at least, so... I'm not sure I would actually ever want to play 2 of this card. We're gonna shave a bauble again. Yep, I'm just imagining what if it was something else. I'm not sure what else it could be, but whatever. I wasn't slandering it, I'm not sure. Like, so, I guess the question is, am I supposed to loot away spells to it? It would have been Spell Pierce. Well, I think it's... Trying to describe a magic card as value above replacement is weird, because different cards that have different values in different matchups. Like, what if that was another Archmage's Charm, right? I did cut the 3rd Archmage's Charm from the deck. I guess I keep. I'm gonna ship the 2nd Consider. I did not. I have not missed playing these. Okay, well that's a good land to draw. I've not missed playing against this card, really. I kind of enjoy having all of the 1-mana removal spells, though. Like, but who knows? I might think about it more in a bit. Good draw. What? With Shadow? I guess that sort of makes sense, actually. My thing's gonna die. Get my incremental value out of it. Okay. Alright, opponent. Go for iteration this turn. Hold it. I'm gonna cast my spells this turn. Oops, I'll leave the sorcery. Alright, you're drawing counterspell. Have fun with that, opponent. Alright, now that I've played more and more, the cutting counterspell plan actually looks really good. Which is kind of funny, that I wouldn't have intuited that, but it's looked really, really correct so far. So shout out to Azax in the chat. One second, chat. I'm gonna turn on the light because it's getting dark here. Alright, what's the plan? That's this. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna let Azax explain it. But it seems to have been pretty effective. Awkwardly, theirs is also 8/8. I guess I can just crack the Fiery Islet to see what I draw. Or I guess I can consider it first, which is probably better. They don't have red removal, they have to block here. So. So they do have a red removal spell. Ledger is a spreader, the real deal. I don't know. I'm attempting to find that out. Okay. Okay, I'll cast that one too. Subvivorous, having a good one. I can just get that. So suppose they have Ragavan Dash. Do I want them to have that? I don't think so. So welcome to the stream, Mirror _ Flash Panda 007. Remember when I said, what if they have Dash Ragavan? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Cough COVID? You know, people can have coughs and not have it be COVID. Do I want to counterspell this? Alright, I'm going to answer this, but I also want you to think about the question, do you ask people on the bus when they cough if they have COVID? But I'm going to answer, no, I don't. But just think about it. And I'm going to leave it at that. think countering is correct, though. Not a good one. That is a good one for them. Fuck. Wait, maybe that's okay. Maybe I can still win through that, but... It's kind of bad that they hit that. Mine's bigger still, though? I think so. So maybe it'll work out okay. So I know they have Bolt, Ragavan, Unknown. Damn it. Really frustrating game. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't great. Right, submit. Sometimes in these mirrors, if I notice they only fetch their Steam vents... Oh, I think Hearst is better than Relic. You weren't there for the game where I literally, like, made it so they couldn't play their Snapcasters or their Murktides, and it was super, super good. You know it targets, right? And it doesn't exile your own graveyard. I kind of hate it when you have to pop Relic to stop them from Murktiding, but it also gets your own graveyard. If you're talking about just living end hate, I sort of agree with you, but on the whole, I think there is merit to the hearse. No, because Lantern's a one-shot. The blue-red Murktide deck can very easily rebuild from a Lantern. Whereas if you just have this going the entire time, it does what you want it to do. I actually heavily dislike Soul Guide versus Murktide. I don't think it does very much. Guess I'd like to play first. Guess I will keep. Bit her music. Wow. I don't think that's better than Relic of Rogenus. Although it is a funny card, Bit Error Music. I do appreciate that design. It's kind of a funny one. My opponent's going to 5. Feel better about my shots. Although, this needs to find a land. But I have a bunch of looks at it, so... I do think it would be a mistake to mulligan this hand, although obviously it's a little bit sketchy. Well, not that. Just see what their top card is. So they have Iteration. They'll have 3 unknowns after they pop Bobble. Land off the top would be really good. I'm not greedy. Any land would do. Don't want to trade when I'm about to have Delirium soon. I think they drew Bobble for turn. It doesn't make sense. The only way they could have a second Bobble when they're aggressively surveilling is for them to have drawn the Bobble that turn, right? Oh, I do like this new island, yeah. Although, not a huge fan of Snow, the mechanic in general, but... Land would be really good. Blue-red land specifically would be really good. I think I'll be able to deal with this later. I don't want to take the shields down, because I know they have Iteration and 2 other cards. Should have let them resolve the Surveil, but I'm definitely countering it. That was the plan the entire time. I think they're so incentivized to just cast it. Like, they have 2 cards. I think this is really good for me to do. See. They had a Murktide be 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm still gonna do this. It's just correct. They showed me a bunch of counterspells, so I just want to do it now. Like, they left in all of their counterspells, but... Of course, if they have Murktide here, I'm not going to be in great shape. Right, that's much better for me. Sometimes when I play this deck, I wish there were a Mountain, but Mountain's, like, kind of awful, so... Sure. I think all of the resources matter, so... And now I'm in pretty good shape. Obviously I'm exposed to a Murktide, I've already used one. They can like cast a really big one, but I have a lot of looks at Murktide next turn, so I think it should work itself out. Like, between the 3 Surveils and the Iteration, that's 6 cards, plus I draw a card per turn, so that's 7 cards to look at. Thanks for streaming. Well, you're welcome. If you're really thankful, you know how to make all streamers happy, Bitsax. Fine. I have to keep that one. But I can take away my delirium. Maybe I can't. Well, sorcery's gone. Well, maybe I guess I just take the bauble on another instant. Or I take land in instant. This is better to take land in instant. So then my creatures don't have to attack. I feel like 19's more correct, but it's also hard to prove. Oh wait! Now it's not as... I punted. I should have made 8/8. Ah, fuck. Now I have to chump block. Oh, well this was not well thought out. I thought it was still going to be an 8/8, but clearly that was a mistake. Okay, I think I just threw this game again. Holy shit, that was so bad. Actually, I should have played this Murktide second main, so my 3/3s would be able to block. Yeah, I think I would be easily winning if I just hadn't thrown it. God damn it. Let's see. Guess I'd just play Murktide now. Or play my top land now. And be kind of sad that I'm not playing well. Yeah, this should have been really easy. If I just made the first one 8/8, everything's stable, I should just not even worry about Delirium. I should just like sacrifice one of them. And now, like, I'm kind of in danger because I, like, tried to play too carefully, I guess is the best way of putting it. Kind of block like this, though. Play 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now I'm just going to only attack with this. And then crack this. My things will both be 3/3 so they can block. So this is actually kind of safe, given what's going on. Well, the problem was their Murktide was 8/8, so I just had to meet 8/8 instead of just, like, doing what I did, which causes me to have to, like, sacrifice all my stuff, essentially. I don't think they have a counter, but if they do, I lose, so... Alright, chat. Successfully navigated that poorly and still won. Wait, I'm 1-1. The intention was... Well... The intention was I gonna win? So that's... I'm gonna pick yep. So... Sorry, kind of a lie, but not really a lie. Alright. Anyways, thanks for everyone being here. I'm gonna play one more match for the night. Again, if you enjoy the stream and you want to support it, we're 28 followers away from 7,000, so that's appreciated. But if you really want to support the stream and help me keep doing what I do, consider checking for those Twitch Prime subs and using them here. So match 3, get your predictions in, and this is the last match for the night. Well, that's appreciated too, Fire Hellkite. It's definitely appreciated too. Keeping for sure. Yo, JW, what's up? Doing better in the matches today. I went 4-1 earlier, and now I'm am I 1-1 or 2-1? I'm 1-1. So, sounds pretty decent. Merfolk. Could be Merfolk. Come on, let me hit Sylvan of Sky and whatever it's called. Alright, hit Otawara. Fair enough. Oh, my draw is kind of giga broken. No. No, that's bad for his file. I think they're Merfolk. That's much better. I would bet a large sum of money in my opponent's Merfolk. If I were allowed to gamble, I would bet all of that money. A lot of surveils to hit Delirium to just like unload 1,000 damage. By 1,000 I mean 8. Lo-fi hip hop? That one's a good one. Alright, my phone didn't want to play anymore. This is decent. I do not think this is a matchup where I want this card. This is fine. Dispute's fine if they don't draw Cavern or Vial. The counterspells are kind of shit, actually, but... I'm gonna go down to 2 counterspell. Is Dress Down any good? I don't think so. I mean, I guess you could make a case for it. But I think that's kind of a trap. I don't really like... I don't want to, like, pay 2 cards to just Aether Gust them. I don't think that's good. I prefer blue-red. I think Blood Moon's a really good card in the format, is part of the reason. Maybe they'll Spell Pierce this. They shouldn't. Alright, so I'm going to bobble myself to see how many bobbles I actually need to use. Because if it's not a land on top, I need to use more bobbles. So during their upkeep, I'm going to cast Consider if they let me to mill that because I don't want to draw it. If they counter it now, fine. Not good. Was Bird Law going? Why is it called Bird Law? Don't understand that reference, and I don't care to understand it. Real adept. Where are my lands? Where do I this? Classic. Alright, land me! Good. Crisis averted. Technically a bird lawyer? I didn't know that. Interesting. I'm gonna start casting these because I kind of have to. Okay. Perfect. Not even joking, that is perfect. Saving 1 heat for Sylvan of Sword and Sky, or whatever the card's called. I'm just gonna play a Murk here. It just makes sense. Ledger Shredder. So you think it's just like a mafia lawyer who's just like trying to destroy the evidence? That's what the flavor text says, I know. What's in their hand? Did they just flood out? Oh, Harvey Birdman, I see. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Doesn't seem like they have many good cards. Alright, I'll let the Mystical dispute this if they want to. But killing the lords is an important part of this equation. Ah, that makes sense. Do they have dispute? Dismember? Alright, I guess they have dismember. Sure. Fine. That's bad. It's back, chat. Thinking emoji. Kill you emoji, I suppose. I was considering what to do to kill off their creatures, and I realized that they were at 6. But I think what I could have done was just Fury Pitch Iteration, target, say, these two both for 2 damage, then Unholy Heat that. And also, I don't know, I think it all works out. But clearly that worked out the easiest. Alright, we won that match. Oh, I guess no one bet no. Okay. Anyways, that is Blue-Red Murktide for tonight. I'm not convinced I want to play 2 Ledger Shredder. I think the first one might be fine, but the second one kind of felt not great. I think I'll be back Thursday to hang out more, play some different Magic. Probably... maybe some Modern. Yo, Ginger, thanks for the raid. I'm about to actually head out myself, but I'm gonna raid Doomwake, so we'll just pay it forward to Doomwake. And, yo, thanks, Ginger. We'll see you on the streets. Finish the league? No, that's not happening.